Hello everyone and welcome to Positively Castful. I should really think of a better name, but I can't be asked. I'm
Yeah,
here with
it's
Bandit.
good enough.
Yeah. It's a
What's the pun?
terrible, terrible pun.
I mean, that's the best kind of pun.
I don't even know what the castful part is. Like, what the fuck that is a pun of. I guess awful?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Nice background.
Yeah, cheers. Oh, you opened my chat?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, fair enough. What's this icon? Oh. Oh, shit. I can create highlights.
Oh
What the
snap!
fuck? You can clip things on YouTube now? That actually might be really useful.
Might be.
Yeah. For if we ever do highlight reel videos. Well, at that point we won't have to because there will be highlights on the channel. That is something I do think Twitch does better, where you can clip things that are funny. And that it's not just you, it's anyone can do that. Or I think that's how I really don't know because I never watch Twitch. For someone who
Same.
streams 3 times a week, I never actually really watch streams.
I don't
I'm
watch
not
them
much of a
live.
stream watcher. I tune into Safi's streams occasionally because, well, I'm more interested in what my friend is doing than what some random schmuck on the internet is doing, if I'm quite honest.
No, I do watch like the stream archives of one person.
Mm.
But besides that, I don't particularly make sure that oh shit, this person's streaming live. I'm gonna go watch right now.
No, I don't really feel the need to watch live. I only feel the need to watch live with Safi in this because she's my friend, so I want to support the stream.
Yeah, like your
I
streams
also
are also the
tune.
only ones I
Yeah,
watch live.
you're also one of the only persons I watch live because again, you're my friend. But if Emron starts streaming again, I ain't watching that shit. I ain't
He's
wasting my
planning.
time. He's probably. I hope it's not him in the. I have another viewer. I hope it's not him.
Just his sad face pop up
Just.
in the chat.
Well, if it is him, I'll see either an angry or a sad face or both pop up in the chat, and now it'll probably be any of those if it is him, because you'll have heard me and you'll post them. But it could also be Safi,
Or it could be
and
Eliza.
there goes a viewer.
Oh, that was Emran. Uh-oh.
Oh, and now I'm back at 2. But yeah, I was talking about how I like assembling things,
Yes,
and
he literally started like going on
I
a
started
roll
going
right
off on a
before the stream.
tangent and talking about childhood shit right before the stream. I think I've talked about Bionicle before, but nowadays I really love building things, and I feel that lately I've been feeling the need to build something, and not like an action figure or something like this General Grievous Bionicle I have on my desk. No, I want to build like a shack or something.
Mm.
I don't know why. I feel this need to construct a structure.
I also like constructing things. I've never had the tendency to construct a shack though.
No, I don't know why. Like, but who knows? Maybe that could be
Never gone
something
bigger than a
fun.
table.
Maybe that could be something fun for the IRL channel at some point. That we try to construct like
A
a
shack.
shed,
We need to get
like
a
a
piece of
small
ground,
shed.
get wood going, and then build a shack.
We don't need a piece of ground. Doesn't need to be a
You
big shed.
you still need the ground to build the shack
Well, we
on.
can just build it on. We can just build it on Emran's balcony.
Oh god, how small do you want the shack to be?
Fucking tiny. Oh my god, a cat shack.
Oh, well, yeah, that good. The thing
Yeah,
is
but that's too
actually,
small.
hmm? That's
Thing
too
is, we
small.
would also need to find someone who actually knows what they're doing because I don't want to be responsible for either you or Emran losing one of their fingers.
I actually know what I'm doing.
Oh shit. I don't
Like,
believe
like
you.
I have actually built a table.
Yeah, a table.
Yeah, that's
Like
it's
from
not
scratch?
from scratch. Not an IKEA package. No, I actually had to saw the thing.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah,
What, for
I
school or
do.
something?
No, for work.
Huh. Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, my work, we make a lot of things by hand,
Hmm.
and at some point they put me on that as well.
I helped my dad make a chair once.
Huh.
It was actually comfy as well. It was very nice.
Yeah, the
But
table I
it
made is
kind of
still in use, so
the
I guess they're happy with it.
because that chair was for the backyard. And it rains. Obviously, the wood got rotten, or the
Yeah, that
wood rotted, I should say. So it didn't last too long. It only lasted like 4 years, which is still pretty long.
for a wooden garden chair. Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah. Yep.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. Sorry for anyone who had their headset volume up. I apologize, headphone users.
Rest in peace, headphone users.
They're not dead. Excuse me while I open my beer.
But that's the common phrase. Strip headphone users.
Strip headphone users? Excuse me?
No, rip. Jeez.
I thought you said strip.
Your dirty mind hears what it wants to hear.
You hear that silence?
Yeah.
That's me not denying it.
Good.
Hmm. But yeah, how about we talk about our isolation situation?
I am bored.
I'm not. I mean, it's weird for me because I'm not a very outgoing person in the first place. I'm very introverted. I love going places with my friends, like go to the movies or stuff like that. But otherwise, the only real outside time I get is when I'm going to resupply my man cave food.
Uh,
So like drinks and snacks, and that hasn't changed much, except now obviously I can't go visit my friends, and that's been harder than I thought it would be. I
yeah,
was
that
like,
is.
I can just talk with them online, and we can just play games.
I mean,
But
that's
it's surprisingly more difficult than I thought it would be.
what to find friends to play games with.
No, to be home and not be able to visit my friends.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that I can. I don't have a good feeling with it.
I mean, if you don't have a good feeling with it, it is advised against doing that.
Yeah.
Fun fact that actually explained to one of my friends for like 15 minutes the difference between a rule and an advice.
Really?
Yeah,
I
like
have a like.
you have two.
Oh, according to my statistics, I have one.
I gave you one, and then I still see a second one pop up.
Huh? Shit. That means there's
What?
someone watching who is not recommending topics. It's fine. A silent viewer is still a viewer.
But yeah, for me, the quarantine has meant I can't go to work, which I enjoy greatly. I can't go to my weekly Yu-Gi-Oh
Wait, you
tournaments, which
enjoy
I
greatly that you don't have to go to work?
no, I enjoy my work greatly.
Okay. That is
I mean,
not
it's
what you
nice.
technically
It
said.
sounds like it sounds so nice to have like several weeks off of work and still get paid and all that, but
Yeah, you're
you
essentially
know,
getting paid to sit on your ass, just like me.
yeah, literally I am.
Yeah.
But
Well, I'm sorry. Being a voice actor is hard.
yeah, but I can't go visit friends. I can't have a lot of friends over and
Nope.
all that. So that's
You
usually what I
can't
do
have
when I
friends
have.
over, even.
Huh?
Technically, if at this point, because they've gotten more strict with the rulings on the containment, if say you're on the street and you're
Yeah.
walking right up next to someone and the police see you, they're gonna warn you, and if you don't do it then they're gonna fine you.
That's only with three or more people,
That is only with three or more people, and if you're with two
and
they're
if you're
still
not
gonna
from the
warn
same
you.
household.
Yes. But like, I'd say, given the risk and all, don't have friends
I have
over.
I have one friend who comes over every week, but that's it. yeah, that is literally it in terms of people I see besides my parents.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah, I can also not go, like I said, to my Yu-Gi-Oh tournament, which is also
No.
something I really like to do,
Yeah.
especially because in like 5 days, the new rules for Yu-Gi-Oh are officially out.
You can't go to like an event for it.
All events have been cancelled.
Yeah. Yeah, there was an event that I don't think I was gonna go there this April, but I think it was like in May that there was another one. Called Elf Fantasy, and
Mm.
it's a fantasy fair, and I love that shit. And I was gonna look into getting a ticket, but that's been canceled.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
everything till June has been
So
cancelled by now.
instead, I took that as an opportunity to actually get a cosplay in order for next year.
Hmm.
But I will not be revealing what it is quite yet because I want to show all my friends IRL and have them go, "Whoa, that's cool."
Yeah. Well, for me, I taken it as an opportunity to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist Link
I
Evolution.
noticed that. I also saw you play Doom 2016.
Yeah, also got that because I have a lot of time.
Yeah. Yeah, because I also recommended you just get it on PC because fuck
Well,
playing
I
that with a
can literally
controller.
not play it in my living room right
Yeah.
now, which sucks 'cause I did buy Persona 5 Royal, so
Yeah, I
it's
did too,
2 days
except
and
I can actually play it because, my mother is obviously going to be home all the time. But she doesn't mind. She actually likes Persona. She likes the
uh,
music and she likes the character designs and stuff. She has no idea what's going on at all, but she likes the colors. Yeah, that's how my
uh,
mom registers
my
games. It's just like, oh yeah, whatever.
my parents don't have it so much on games. My dad, in particular,
Oh, my dad is a gamer.
you can't get my dad to play more than Free Cell. Oh, and Candy Crush.
What a fucking pillock. He doesn't even play Klondike. What a plebeian. But yeah, no, my dad is actually the person who got me into gaming in the first place. Like, my first game ever was me playing Age of Empires 1 with my dad. And then that evolved into playing on my Nintendo DS with Mario, which was Mario and Luigi Partners in Time.
Oh, I love that
And
game.
I really got into gaming and like online gaming and PvP and all that stuff when I was in my first year of high school. And a friend of mine, Steven, he's a Gimber on the Discord server.
Hmm.
He was like, "Hey, wanna come over to my place and play Halo Reach?" And I said, "Sure, but I've never played that before. What's it? What is it like?" It's like, "Oh, it's a first-person shooter." What's that? I played a first-person shooter at that point. I just didn't know the terminology at
Hmm.
all. So
For
I
me,
yeah.
getting into competitive stuff was not until a few years ago
Hmm.
when my friend started dragging me to a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament every week.
Yeah. But yeah, I played Metroid Prime 3 Corruption at that point, which is a first-person shooter for the Wii. And
Hmm.
then he said, "Oh, it's a game where you shoot stuff and you look through the eyes of your characters." Like, "Oh, it's like this game." And he didn't know what that was because he'd only played on Xbox and he'd never really played Nintendo games.
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
mean,
Yeah, they exist. People like that exist.
yeah. He did know of Nintendo. He'd played Mario, for example.
Who hasn't played Mario?
Yeah, but he didn't own a Mario game. He played a friend's Mario game. And it was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
okay." And then he did actually end up getting, I think he ended up getting Super Mario, like an emulator or something. Not an emulator, like a uh one of those cards that you can have like 100 games on one card.
An R4.
That one, and he had a Super Mario on it, and he ended up beating it, and he liked it. So yay! I got someone into Nintendo. Fucking sponsor me. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not doing this for a profit. But what were we talking about? Oh yeah,
Uh,
isolation.
yeah.
Speaking of isolation, you know what a game is you should play on your channel?
Hmm?
Alien Isolation.
God, that sounds. I'm pretty sure you told me to not do that.
Yeah, but at this point I hate you, so I want you to do
Ah, fair enough.
it. I want to see you suffer.
Don't worry. In about a week, you're gonna get Resident Evil.
7?
No, 4. 3. Bad,
Oh.
not 4.
Well, that's not
Resident.
scary.
That's a little bit. It's at least not 5 and 6, which were not
Not
even
at all.
trying.
No.
They were trying to
Though
be
to be fair,
action.
any fucking game can spook you. Like the other day, I was playing Doom Eternal, which I've been playing constantly lately because what the fuck else am I gonna do? And I turn a fucking corner, and there's a Pinky, which is a charging demon, just right up in my shit, and it scared the shit out of me because I didn't
Yay!
hear him at all, and they're really loud. I think that's why, because they have the biggest fucking face. In Doom 2016 as well, one time I turned a corner and a Lost Soul just screeched at me and launched itself at my face. And it scared
Yeah.
the shit out of me. It's I find that if you're playing a game that isn't scary and something like that happens, it's so much worse because you're really not expecting it because it isn't a scary game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of other instances where I got scared in a game that's not at all even close scary.
Uh, I've, I've once turned around in Minecraft and saw a bunch of zombies. Or a creeper next to my house.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That is the reason that
That spooked me.
spooks you, the reason anything in a non-scary game spooks you is because it is a hostile creature that has surprised you and that then triggers a fear response. That's just your brain doing its natural chemistry. Then you're not actually scared of it. It's just your automatic response to quote unquote danger.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, I've been also watching Alpharad play Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Hmm.
I hate how appealing it looks. Is that weird?
No. That
Because
kind
I
of.
really fucking despise the art style of Animal Crossing. Like I really don't care for chibi stuff.
Mm.
But the gameplay of it and like getting to play shit where you want and decorate and stuff is appealing to me. So I don't know. Being able to catch a fucking tarantula and put it on display as a war trophy seems pretty fucking fun.
Mm.
I wish I had a way to stream it, but you know, I don't have a capture card and I have no way of getting it because that store in my neighborhood's closed. Pardon me.
Yeah. No, I've been watching. I believe Game It Out. It's called. Blow up the game satisfactory. But literally doing the dumbest shit he can.
I also saw you play Satisfactory.
No, I
It's
played Factorio.
oh Factorio, that's the one I
Yeah,
mean.
Satisfactory is not on Steam yet, so
Okay.
just waiting for that.
I know that Emra tried to pressure me into buying Factorio, and I flat out fucking said no.
I mean, it is a very, very grinding game that's about automation. I'm
Yeah,
gonna say it's not for everyone.
I don't even like Redstone.
If you don't even like Redstone, then it's going to be. Ugh.
I hate Redstone. It gives me a headache.
Oh god.
The the the
Don't get
the, the
Factorio.
one fucking thing I ever built with Redstone in Minecraft was a hidden door,
I also
and
have
it
not
took
built
me
a.
fucking 2 hours.
Oh,
I kept fucking it up. I don't even know how. I don't remember how. But I just remember having a headache in my face.
ah. No, I can. I'm usually pretty good with Redstone. I just don't do a lot with it. And when I say pretty good, I don't mean I can build the computers in Minecraft, but I can build a basic system.
I remember seeing some dopey cunt making a working cell phone.
Oh yeah, for a while they had even had a mod that let you use a phone in Minecraft.
Yeah.
You could
That's
actually like,
just
FaceTime
use your
someone.
normal fucking phone. What's wrong with you?
It was some sort of project they were doing, just
Yeah, I think it's dumb.
as a student
I mean, it's
project.
impressive, but unnecessary.
Yeah, it was impressive, and they've
Excuse
already
me.
taken down the servers for it because it is completely useless.
Yes. You just I need to call someone. Let me just log on to Minecraft on my computer and call
But
my mom.
they start FaceTime with them, and they see your Minecraft character, and they'll be like, "Huh?
Imagine calling your grandma. Like, why are you a box?
Why are you a box?" Oh jeez.
A mancubus. I can't stop making that joke. I've been making it for fucking years.
What joke?
Mancubus.
Ah,
A mancubus. For those of you who are uninitiated to the Dutch language, uh, cubus is a like a box. Is a cubus.
it's a cube.
Is a cube. So the word mancubus is inherently funny to me, and I don't know why.
I don't know either.
Well, I do know why. It's because it's a man box.
Man, box, man, box, man, box.
Yep. Did you know that you can play Doom inside of Doom Eternal? Yeah, you can play Doom 2 inside of Doom Eternal. It is dumb.
You can also enter some old Doom levels in the Doom 2016 game.
Yeah, I know.
And I believe there's even somewhere, I remember right, there's an arcade machine.
Yes, there's a computer in a lab, and you can play what is essentially, uh, what's it called when you have like 4 different colors, and if you connect multiple of one color in a row, they all pop, and that row drops down, and you get new ones.
Tetris?
Like Candy Crush.
Oh, Candy Crush.
It's Candy Crush with demons.
Demon Crush!
Yeah.
That was something chicken game or something.
Oh, wait, no, that's Gears of War.
Now, I remember running into like an actual arcade cabinet in that game when it was on PlayStation.
Huh. I don't remember that. I just remember the connecting of the different colors, the Candy Crush, the Demon Crush. That one I remember.
That one I had not
And
found yet.
it's hard as fuck as well. It's actually pretty hard.
Damn, respect to all the Candy Crush players.
Fuck no. I've played Candy Crush. Someone forced me to play Candy Crush, and he was like, "Oh, this level's really hard. I got stuck on it for hours, and I just cleared it." Candy Crush is not a difficult game. If you want a fucking difficult Candy Crush type game, play. I'm not gonna recommend that game. Actually, that'll get me banned.
Say it!
But people will judge me.
I already judged you.
Though
So
to be
don't
fair,
worry.
Markiplier also played it, so
Didn't
play
say
Honey
it.
Pop.
Oh, okay, yeah. Nah, I mean, I'm not gonna judge you for it. I've already seen some of your folders.
Shh. Some of my what?
Folders.
Shush. That is classified information. How dare you out me like that?
Just like that.
Well, I've seen your cards.
This is very true. You have seen my cards. What
Yes.
about them?
It's disgusting what you do to them.
Uh,
I've never
uh,
seen Dark Magician Girl card look so crusty.
Too bad I don't run any Dark Magician Girls.
Do you even have any?
I actually do run one, but it's in a deck I never use.
Is it any good?
Dark Magician Girl? No. Gains 300 attack for every Dark Magician in the grave. That's
What?
pretty much.
For every
Gains
Dark
300.
Magician, an actually good card that is dead, she gets better.
Yeah. Dark Magician is also, like, on its own, it is not very good. It is really reliant on its more modern support.
Then why the fuck does Yugi use it so damn much?
Joey uses Red Eyes Black Dragon, which is even worse.
Really?
Yep.
Oh.
But again, it got modern support because it's so well known, and that really helps the card.
Yeah, because fucking Yugi uses it.
Yeah, that's if it wasn't like that, if they did never printed modern support for it, it'd be trash tier. Normal monster, level 7, 2500 attack. That means 2 tributes for a 2500 attack monster.
Jesus. What about the Egyptian god cards? Are they any good?
No. Obelisk is passable, but the other two, they're considered some of the worst cards in the game.
Wow.
Well, Slifer is not too bad, but Ra especially, due to the way he's printed in real life.
Isn't that the really bad one?
Ra is like the number 1 in the series.
Yeah. That's what I meant.
In the series, he gains his attack depending on on the total attack of the tributed monsters.
Yeah.
In the real game, when you summon him, you have to pay all but 100 life points to give him his attack. Which was a secondary way for him to gain attack in the series.
He's way better in the series then.
Yep,
What does a Slifer do again?
1000 attack for every card in your hand, and every time a monster with 2000 or less attack is summoned, it's automatically destroyed.
Sorry?
1000 attack for every card in the hand, and every monster of 2000 or less attack that is summoned immediately gets destroyed.
Oh. So not even sent to the graveyard or anything, just destroyed?
Destroyed means sent to the graveyard.
Okay. And what about Obelisk then?
Obelisk cannot be targeted by card effects. Can contribute 2 monsters, destroy all monsters your opponent controls.
Oh shit.
Cannot attack in a turn it used its destruction effect.
Okay. You know what's funny? I really fucking hate Obelisk's design.
Obelisk is, like, in a real game, it's the best.
No, I mean like the way he looks.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like just how the card works.
Yeah.
Just because it has solid attack stats, which are not fluctuating, and it has protection effect.
Fluctuating?
Fluctuating, yeah. Sorry, I was tripping over the word.
I know.
But
it's just I'm your friend. I have to point it out.
Yeah. Okay, but then you have the spiritual successor to the Egyptian god cards, the sacred beasts, wherein the order is reversed. The successor of Obelisk became the worst one.
What is this? Are they actually called successor?
That's what they're referred to. They're from the GX anime, and they follow similar design patterns.
Okay, but they're like what, Norse or something? Or are they still Egyptian?
No, it's not confirmed what country they're from.
What are they called?
The sacred beasts.
No, but what are their individual names?
Raphael, Lord of Phantasm, Uriah, Lord of Searing Flames, and Hamon, Lord of Striking Thunder.
Hamon?
Hamon.
Hamon?
Yes, that's his actual name.
Yummy what? Anyway.
But yeah, there's the Obelisk. Raphael is the Obelisk evolution, Uriah is the Slifer evolution, and Hamon is the Ra evolution. Hamon has seen the most play because he was the easiest to work with.
Okay.
Just being a 4K beat stick that could be summoned by sending 3 continuous spells to
Did you just say a 4K meat stick?
Beat stick.
Okay.
Why do you keep hearing dirty words?
Sorry, I thought you meant like meat stick, as in he's beefy and he hits hard.
That's what we call beat stick.
Okay.
But yeah.
So kudos to me for thinking it was meat stick and thinking it meant that and not penis.
But yeah, let's see. Uriah gets a similar problem to Ra, only he gets it not as bad. Not a similar problem to Ra, similar problem to Slifer, but not as bad.
Okay.
His attack can also fluctuate, but it's based on the number of continuous traps in the grave, rather than how many cards you have in your hand.
Right, let's move this on from being a Yu-Gi-Oh podcast then, please.
Let me just fit. Oh, fucking hell! I'm getting.
Wow, rude.
Um. Yeah,
Here as Bandit just gets a random fucking phone call. Was that dumbass who doesn't know that you stream?
It was the dumbass that doesn't know that I stream.
Right, yeah. It's funny how I know exactly who it is.
He's like the only person that actually calls me.
Yeah.
Anyway, just to finish my little bit. So,
Yes.
okay, so and then Raphael is summoned by tributing 3 fiend monsters, which was a very
Mhm.
odd choice, considering the other 2 were very generic in summoning condition. And it is a beat
So,
stick,
yeah.
like Hamon, only its effects do not help at all.
Can you see the irony in me hearing meat stick and it's called hamon?
Jeez.
But yeah, what else can we talk about? I see that I have 3 viewers right now. Feel free to suggest a topic that isn't Yu-Gi-Oh! Please. I made a mistake bringing up fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, to be fair, like, I think I mentioned this in a previous podcast, and I don't like repeating myself, but I do all the time. I do wish I had gotten into card games when I was younger, instead of just collecting them.
I mean, it's never too late to still try and get into one.
Why did you type Yu-Gi-Oh in chat?
I'm suggesting a subject.
Yeah, you're a part of the stream. You don't count. Shut the fuck up. I'm removing that message. Fuck you.
Actually, it doesn't look removed for me.
Yeah, but it is, so shut the fuck up. That is so annoying, by the way. That the person who sent the message doesn't even know their message has been deleted.
It's probably to combat trolls a little better.
I suppose.
They don't know whether or not they're being acknowledged or not.
How do you even really ban someone from your chat?
There is
Is it
there's a
hide
ban.
user on this ...
I would have to check, but currently
It's report, put user in timeout, and add moderator, and then hide user on this, and then it's just 3 dots. So it gets cut off, and when I mouse over it, it doesn't actually tell me the full name. So thank you, YouTube, you suck.
Like always.
Of course. What is something we can talk about?
I don't know.
We can talk about shit coming out. I know that we're both pretty excited for Persona 5 Royal.
Oh yes, definitely.
I'm also very excited for Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Not so much myself.
Yeah, I am, mainly because I actually really like Cloud as a character. And I've always been curious what the actual story is of Final Fantasy VII, because it's one of the most fucking well-known games ever.
I know somebody gets stabbed, but besides that, I don't really know much.
Oh yeah, that much I know as well. Like, I already know a lot of plot points, but I don't actually know what the story is. I know there's some bimbo gets stabbed, and if there's a Final Fantasy VII fan ever watching this, at the point you're watching this, I know it's not some bimbo. I think she's called Aerith. She gets stabbed by Sephiroth, and I'm not even gonna apologize for any spoilers. This game is 25 years old. Not even 30.
Spoilers!
It's 30 years old, I think, even.
Put the
Um,
spoiler warning
shut the
up.
fuck up, Bandit.
Jeez.
Shut up.
No, I think it's
Um,
a little newer than 30, but
I don't know. It's either 25 or 30. I know that
uh,
Doom is 25 years old.
yeah, I think honestly it's between the 25 and the 20 years old.
I'll look it up later.
I'll look it up now because I can go out of the stream and all that.
I
So
suppose.
anyway, why don't you think of something else to talk about?
I was still talking about Final Fantasy.
Fine, do it.
So I know that. I know there's something about live streams. I just hit my mic. I'm sorry.
What
And
did your mic ever do to you?
and that's about it. And something called Genova, which seems like a typo of Jehovah.
23 years ago, by the way.
Oh, 23. Okay.
Yeah, it was first released on the PlayStation in the 31st of January 1997.
Oh, it's the year I was born. That is a month before I was born.
Yeah, but it didn't hit the West until September 7th in America and November 17th in Europe.
Yeah, but original release date I always count as the Japanese one for.
It's just whatever one was the first one is the original release date. If that's Japan or the West, I don't particularly care.
No. It depends on where it was released first.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point we're at a point where it doesn't really happen with games anymore that countries get them at different times. It's all pretty much at the same time.
We talked about Persona 5 Royal earlier. That is already in Japan on October.
Huh. That's not that common anymore. I know. I mean, to be fair, with Japanese games like Persona, I do believe it is still very much a thing.
Yeah, but that's just they want to bring out the game as fast as possible, make it generate money.
Yeah.
And translation is not high on the priority list.
So what with Persona 5 Royal, what version did you get?
I don't know. I got a digital version.
Oh, so you just got like Digital Deluxe or something?
Probably.
Alright. Well, I got the digital version of normal Persona 5, so this time I wanted a physical copy, so I went and fucking pre-ordered the collector's edition.
Nice.
Yeah, so I've got like an art book and a Joker mask.
Ooh.
Yeah, and a steel book. So that's gonna be cool. I wonder if you can actually wear the Joker
to it,
mask.
especially to the plot changes, which I did notice with my knowledge of later game, which I'm not going to spoil for you.
Yeah. I really hope they change up Okamura Foods a bit.
They're at least gonna make Haru's introduction a bit more natural, apparently.
Okay. Instead of what was it again?
It's a
spoiler
space
warning for
Hmm?
Haru's introduction. I'm like spoiler warning for people who haven't played Persona 5. You might want to mute for a bit. I'll wiggle my cursor on the stream if we're done talking about plot. Wasn't her plot that she was hold on. Okay, I'll give you a little more time. Wasn't her okay, 3 2 1, I'm talking about it now. Wasn't the plot of her being introduced her being beaten by her fiance?
Pretty much not beaten, but sexually harassed
And abused.
definitely gonna get abused.
Yeah. I thought he hit her. I'm pretty
yes,
sure he hits her in the alley and then everyone interjects.
He grabs her. He didn't actually hit her, but then Morgana jumps in and he hits Morgana.
Oh, right, yeah. Morgana's such a fucking good boy. I love him.
But also, she just kind of walks into the palace the first time.
Oh, yeah. To be fair, Ann did the same thing.
Now, Ann got dragged in with the Metaverse app, but Morgana enters in a different way, which only draws him in.
Yeah.
So that made no sense how she got in.
Yeah. Anyway, I gotta wiggle my cursor. Shwoo!
Okay, so we're done talking about it because I could go on about several other things that are weird.
Yeah, well, let's do that after the stream. Let's not dwell on that because maybe people want to play the game for themselves. But yeah, I definitely don't like.
After that palace, everything got more interesting again.
Yeah, you keep telling me that, and it's just like, because for me, aesthetics are important. If I can't get into the atmosphere, it's really hard for me to get into working up
Yeah, but
the
it's really
urge
worth
to
it to work
continue.
it up because like the palace after that looks
Well,
great again.
yeah. To be fair, make palaces great again. To be fair, I've also kind of lost track of all the other stuff I was doing. So I think the royal is gonna be a good way for me to just start over. Already know what I'm doing, and
But yeah,
yeah,
aesthetically, it's not gonna be too much different, I'm afraid.
that's a shame. Well, maybe at that point the whole Corona thing will be over, and you can come over and keep me company while I slug through that bullshit.
Yeah, but I hope they at least up the gameplay in that section. Because
Yeah, because it's just fucking go there, ask this, go back, go do that, go
that
do
is
this, go do
one
that, go do
section of
this.
it, yeah.
And that's just one section of it. I don't even want to know what comes after.
But to be fair, that I do think that's the worst section, in my
Okay.
opinion. The other ones range from meh to bad, but
It's just, it feels so lazy.
it's yeah. But
It feels like they were like, what? We have all this plot. But we really should add one more Phantom Thief because there's not enough girls. So let's just add this fucking dumb space station to it and have her just do some dumb shit and be OP. Sure, whatever. I mean, to be fair, her attack type with her persona was useful because I didn't really have any psychic damage on my party at all. I had like I keep almost saying stand. I had like one persona who had
no.
one psychic type attack, and it was just like, I'm just gonna call it psychic type because I don't know what the fuck else it's called. I think it's like mind attribute or something.
Something like that. I think psychic might actually be correct.
Yeah,
Psychic damage.
something like that. And I only had one attack, and the stat. Dang it! The persona looked really fucking dumb. It was like some dumb star thing with a face on it.
Oh, the star thing with a face on it. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I actually have like the image in my mind of what he looks like.
Yeah, it's like a really disgusting looking star thing with a face on it, and it's like, I hate you. I hate you so much. Yeah.
But yeah, even like gameplay wise, Okumura's palace is just not interesting.
I remember I had that star for the longest time, and then somewhere in that palace, I turned that bitch into a fucking phoenix. It was just like, how the fuck does this perverted looking star thing turn into a damn phoenix? I guess I got so fed up with that bitch, I set it on fire and a bird came out.
But yeah, like just to talk a bit about the gameplay in that section, it's hey, this robot is immune to everything but this.
Yeah.
How fun!
And then if you don't kill it quick enough, it one-shots your whole party. That's what kept happening to me. There's one enemy there who has a move. If he does it, he charges for 3 turns, and if you don't kill him in that time, he insta kills a party member.
Yeah, there it gets worse in the boss battle.
Oh Jesus, really?
Yeah, there's in one part of the boss battle he can perform an insta kill move
Ugh.
on the entire party if you forget to guard.
What?
Like unless you guard, in that case it just does massive damage.
Hit his weak point for massive damage. I hate that. I hate that shit. Does he at
Yeah.
least telegraph it? Does it like warn you? It's like, hey, he's about to
Yeah,
do this move.
it is like it's charging up, sort of thing. But I
Yeah.
don't remember exactly. I don't remember there being a turn warning.
Yeah, I remember the second palace's final boss creeped me and my sister the fuck out. Like, I was just like, that's gross. But my sister left the room.
You were scared of the Madarame paintings.
Yeah, no, she wasn't scared of them.
Just
It was
creeped
just
out.
that she was. I think she was. She was pregnant at the time, and they made her nauseous.
Yep.
So that was funny as fuck. And then when I killed it, she was like, "Did you kill it?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, really hard."
They've completely revised his boss battle.
Really, because it was boring as fuck and super easy.
Yeah, this is true. It was one of
I
the
just
easiest
kind
boss.
of what I did with the bosses was I kind of tested the waters and I would see what would happen if I attacked certain bits. And with him, I was just like, okay, got it. Go for the eyes.
Stab it in the eye.
What if you get both of his eyes out? His accuracy is reduced by like 50%. He
Makes
kept
sense, because yeah.
fucking missing me. He missed me twice in a row with his big attack because I poked him in the eyes. Which was funny as fuck.
Fair enough.
Yeah. With me, I noticed that the eyes didn't bother me and all that shit. It was the mouth. The mouth really weirded me out. But in
Well,
terms of baddies that I hated, the first one still is like, I hate that guy. I
yeah, but
don't
that's
remember his name.
Kamoshida.
Oh yeah, Kamoshida. I hate him.
Mm.
It
I mean,
felt
that's
good to fuck him up.
yeah. I was about to say that's good in a villain that he's hateable.
Mm. Some villains you just gotta hate, and there's some villains that
You
you
understand?
love to hate. Like, I love this villain, and he's super evil, and I love that he's super evil. But then again, I'm biased because if I were to make a list of all the characters I like, 80% of them would be villains.
I think I would be mostly with anti-heroes.
I'd say 60% villains. Like, uh, 20% anti-heroes, and then... Wait, did I say 70 or 60%?
60.
Yeah, I'd say 10% heroes. I'm not a huge fan of heroes. It all
No,
really
I
depends.
like heroes, but
Mm,
the anti-heroes usually feel a bit deeper.
yeah, they have a lot more character rather than just I save people. Why? I don't know.
For the good of mankind. But does
And
that
then
pay
you
the
have
bills?
anti-heroes who are like, I save people because I don't want more people to go through the similar shit I have.
Usually I also have a personal gain in it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm getting paid for this.
Mm. But I also love a villain who just I love villains like Ridley from Metroid. I fucking love Ridley. You know why?
Why?
Because he doesn't give a fuck. He just wants to kill shit.
Yeah,
And
I
he
mean,
wants
those,
to kill shit for money.
yeah,
For money or power.
that
You
is
know
fair.
why he exterminated Samus's whole home planet and killed her mother in front of her?
Money!
Because he was bored.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also love villains like that. You have villains who are like, oh, I can see how you became this. And you have villains who are like, oh, fuck you.
Yeah,
Oh, God, dude, what the fuck? Like, take Kamoshida, for example. I fucking hate him. I don't like him as a character, which is good because he's an asshole, but I can see how he got to that point. It's because
yeah.
he got lifted up on that pedestal. It's because he was glorified by a whole school. That's going to give you a god complex. That could happen to you or me. It's actually
Can
one of the
happen to me.
worries I have if our channels would get big, that I would could get too big for my britches. But because I'm aware of it, I don't think it'll happen. I
I mean,
hope
you never know
not.
what happens in like 10
You never
years.
know. Yeah, because, it's going to probably take that long for us to get any modicum of a fan base. But yeah, I like villains because villains also usually have more depth than heroes.
Yeah, especially like in newer shows. Like, the more recent something is, the more chance there's that the villain has a reason.
What
Because
I
it is true that in very old stuff, the villain is the villain because he's evil.
what I also like in a lot of villains is that they don't outright tell you what his backstory is, but with some villains you can tell from their design, or their backstory will be hinted at in their actions or in like dialogue that happens right before they fight, before the villains notice the hero or something. They'll hint at things, and you're like, huh, you're still human. And that's villains that are like, huh, I love hating you. And then you also have villains like Ridley who have no backstory, they're just evil.
Yeah.
Like, the only backstory Ridley has is to supplement Samus's, and that's also a good type of villain because, it broadens the hero. Which Samus, for example, is one of the few heroes I fucking love. Samus is my favorite video game character of all time.
Hmm.
Which I can't fucking wait for Metroid Prime 4. I hope it's still gonna be a thing. God, I
Probably
hope
will
it's
be.
still gonna be a thing. I'm I'm actually rather impressed with what they did for Metroid Prime 4. How they outright said like, "Hey, we didn't like how the game was turning out, so we restarted." And instead of just sweeping it under the rug, they told everyone in a direct.
Yeah.
And of course, the fact that they brought back the studio who did the original trilogy of Metroid Prime, because those games are amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I should really hook up my Wii U and actually get Metroid Prime 1 and 2, because I've only ever watched like important story parts of those, and I've played through all of Metroid Prime 3, which, you know how long it took me to beat Metroid Prime 3?
Tell me.
Let's see. I bought the game in 2008, which was like a year after it came out, like in February 2008, something like that. I don't remember specifics. And then I played through it, and I got to this section, which was literally the first fucking level after the tutorial. Like, you have the tutorial, then you have then you do have combat as you run back to your ship, but that's more to like put what you learned in the tutorial to the test. It's actually done pretty well. And then you have a boss fight, and you go to the first planet, Norian. And then you beat Ridley. Yes, Ridley is the second boss, and it's actually meta Ridley. You beat him, and then a transmission comes in. It's like, hey, there's a fucking meteor that's gonna hit the planet and wipe everyone out. You gotta get to the fucking planetary defense cannon in 5 minutes. And let's see, 2008. I'm 23 now. How old was I in 2008?
That's would be 12 years ago. How old are you now?
23, and it was in the around February ish. I think I
So
got it for
already
my
after
birthday.
your birthday.
Yeah, a few
Nice.
days after my birthday.
Well, that you would have been 11.
Yeah, 11-year-old me was not prepared for a time trial. I was just fucking panicking, going the wrong way, and like, eventually I just kind of gave up. And
I
then
I know that feeling.
like 2 years later, I was already in high school. I tried again, and then I got past the meteor bit. And so I play through again, and you go to a planet called Brio, which is really cool. It's this tribal planet, and I go through all the levels, and then it's like, oh, one of your old buddies is on this planet as well, but he's in the fiery bit. It's like, okay, cool. I go to the fiery bit, and he turns out to be the boss, and I get stuck again. Because fucking hell, I could not for the life of me, because I was not very good at games yet back then. Not right now. I like to think I'm average, but back then I was kind of bad, and then I gave up again. Well, what I did for a while was I'd restart, and I'd play up to that point again, try to beat him like 20 times, and then I'd restart again. Because, like, okay, I'm not beating him, but I am getting better at the game, rather than being stuck in that level. And then, like, another year and a half later, I beat him. I keep going. And I think you can see where I'm going with this.
That was quite the
I
journey.
finally beat Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. in 2018.
It took you a decade.
It took me a decade to beat that game, and I fucking love it. It's my favorite game of all time. It is transcended favorite game. I really love that game. I hope they re-release the Metroid Prime trilogy for Switch. Because I fucking love Metroid Prime 3. Because it was such a journey, and it was so cool to finally see the ending.
Yeah.
Because I ended up getting stuck again, literally the boss after the buddy, and then I believe and then the final boss of the planet after that.
You get stuck in
It's
every
not an
boss.
easy game, dude. Like now I could beat it easy, but I honestly the game's not easy. It's not hard either. What doesn't help is that I sucked at puzzles and I sucked at games in general, and the bosses of Metroid are puzzles in and of themselves.
Hmm.
Like, you actually have to read their moves and counterattack in ways that will make you be able to do damage, but I'd get stuck because I wouldn't know how to counter them, and if you can't counter them, you can't do damage because you have to expose their weak spot. In Mario, like, yeah, you hit the weak spot 3 times, but in Metroid Prime 3 at least, you'd have to go through several motions to destroy things or stagger or hit him with a certain weapon in a certain spot, and it was hard. It was hard for me because I sucked at puzzles, and there was a lot of pressure on me. Also, motion controls. The motion
Motion
controls
controls
in
make everything better.
Motion controls in Metroid Prime 3 are actually phenomenal in
Oh.
the grand scheme of things. They are very responsive and very accurate. It's just when you're panicking, I have sweaty hands. I had a tendency to occasionally drop the controller. I remember one time I yanked to aim at something, and I just yanked my walking stick out of my hand, turned into a morph ball, and I got crushed. Like, you know the nunchuck, right, from the on the Wii remote?
Yeah.
I yanked that out of my hand, and in Metroid Prime 3, if you push the C, Samus turns into that ball. And I don't know how, but I managed to get stuck in a circular arena, and it crushed me. I just got stepped on. Yeah. It's just tough. But yeah, I really want to play the first 2 Metroid Prime games as well, because that's actually where the Meta Ridley skin from Smash Bros. Comes from. Where he's a cyborg. It comes from Metroid Prime 2? I think? Maybe 1?
I would not know.
Yeah. Fun fact, you know the Metroid stage with that big worm thing in a tube in the background?
No.
Oh.
Doesn't ring a bell.
It's a Metroid stage, and in the background there's this big monster, and when you have
that one,
stage
yeah,
hazards on, it can like flip upside down and stuff.
Yeah, that. I know which one you're talking about.
The Orpheon. The Frigate Orpheon, I think it's called. That's actually the first level of, I think it's Metroid Prime 1 or 2, and that's where you fight Meta Ridley. And then I believe the Parasite Queen, which is that fucking thing in the background. But yeah. I think we should call it here because I'm running out of shit to say. I also don't want to make it too long.
In chat, so it's
Yeah.
Unless
Aside
chat
from
has,
your deleted
something
message.
to add to
Unless
this
someone
conversation.
watching has something to add, yeah.
I'll give it 10 seconds, and then you'll know. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Actually, I found out that my delay is way longer than 10 seconds.
You have it on normal latency again.
Yeah, but my internet isn't as good as yours.
Mm.
Wait, is it on normal latency? Of course it is.
Yeah,
Because this
default.
fucking shit doesn't remember my settings.
Yeah, I figured out a way to get it onto my old settings. Can just load up an older stream.
Oh, okay. And it
Use
doesn't
that as
like.
a bit of the building platform.
Hmm. But yeah, I'll give it a bit longer since it's on normal latency. But I don't think anyone's gonna chime in here.
Like there's somebody watching, I think, but
There's
they haven't
actually, I have
spoken.
3 viewers technically. So
Yeah,
technically 2 because
one
it
of them is
counts
me.
me. Oh, so I have a viewer.
Yeah,
Wow.
a viewer. My gosh.
A whole viewer.
That's better than I do
Fantastic.
on some days.
It's better than I do. Actually, lately Safi's been watching pretty much all of my streams. And
That's not.
Eliza's been tuning in to Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
Yeah, Eliza's tuning in on almost all of my streams.
Yeah.
Actually, even joined for the one I did on Wednesday.
Hmm.
Like literally midway through the stream, she was like, "Hey, can I join this?" And I was like, "Sure."
Yeah, I tried watching your AI Dungeon stream, and then I heard Firespark 7's microphone, and I tuned out.
uh, yeah, he just uses his default laptop
I
mic.
know, it's atrocious. But yeah.
Like I can't get bothered to get him to invest in technology.
Anyway, I'm gonna do my outro. So,
Yeah,
I hope you all enjoyed the podcast. Be sure to check out Bandit's channel. He does things. And they are fun. And stuff.
yeah,
So he's gonna be playing Resident Evil 3 Remake next week, I suppose. I didn't know it was that close to releasing already.
it's like next week on Friday, I believe.
Interesting.
I know Saturday.
Yeah.
But, hold up, I'll look it up.
Be sure to check out our. Be sure to come back on Monday when we play Magica. Wow, my fucking thoughts are jumbled right now. And yeah, on
Yeah, no,
Wednesday and
it's on.
Friday, usually on Friday I play Ori and the Will of the Wisps as well as on Wednesday. I don't know if I'm gonna do that next week. I'm actually thinking of a game I could stream for like sort of a one-off, but I don't know for sure yet. Yeah, be sure to join the community Discord if you haven't already. And yeah, that's about it. So until next time, be glorious, stay newbie. See you next time. Bye bye.
Why?
Bye bye. Bye.
Are we not saying?
Bye. Was? Auf Wiedersehen? Oh,
Yes.
wunderbar. Anyway, bye bye.